Hey, have you heard about New York City? It's one of the most exciting places in the world. People call it the Big Apple.
That's right. It's a city full of lights, tall buildings, and so much to see. Over 8 million people live there. It's also called the city that never sleeps.
Did you know New York has some of the most famous landmarks? Like the Statue of Liberty? Do you know why it's green?
And what about Times Square? At night, it's full of bright lights and colors. It feels like a big party.
There's so much to talk about skyscrapers, parks, food, and how people from all over the world make it special.
Let's dive into the stories of this amazing city.
New York City is famous for its tall buildings. These buildings are called skyscrapers. Have you ever seen pictures of them?
Yes, the Empire State Building is one of the most famous. It is so tall. You can go to the top and see the whole city. The view is amazing.
And at night, the city is even more beautiful. The buildings have lights that shine so bright. It looks like the stars are on the ground.
That's why many people come to visit. They want to see the city that never sleeps. Even at midnight, you can see cars, people, and lights everywhere.
I read that New York's first skyscrapers were built over 100 years ago. They were smaller than today's buildings, but still very tall for that time.
It's incredible how the city keeps growing. Every time you look, there's something new. Skyscrapers make New York feel so big and alive.
Let's talk about landmarks. New York City has so many. One of the most famous is the Statue of Liberty.
Yes, the statue is very big and green. It stands on an island and looks over the water. Do you know why it's green?
It's because it is made of copper. Over time, the air and water changed its color. Now it's green, and people love it.
It's not just a statue. It is a symbol of freedom for the United States. People from all over the world come to see it.
Another famous landmark is Times Square. It has so many bright lights and big screens. At night, it is very colorful.
Times Square feels like a party. There are shops, theaters, and so many people. It's busy all the time.
And don't forget the Brooklyn Bridge. It is over 100 years old. It connects two parts of the city.
Many people walk or bike across it every day. You can see the water and the city from the bridge. It's a great place for photos.
These landmarks tell the story of New York. Each one is special, and together, they make the city so amazing.
Did you know New York City has a big park? It's called Central Park.
Oh, yes. Central Park is like a green island in the middle of the city. It's so big, and there's so much to do there.
People go there to walk, run, or just rest. There are trees, lakes, and paths everywhere. It's so quiet compared to the busy streets around it.
Families love to visit the park, too. Kids play in the open spaces, and some people even have picnics. It's fun for everyone.
Did you know you can ride a bike or even a small boat in the park? It's like being in nature, but you're still in the city.
That's what makes it so special. One minute you're in the middle of tall buildings, and the next, you're in this peaceful green space.
Central Park really shows how New York City has something for everyone. It's a little piece of calm in a city full of energy.
And that's why so many people love it. Central Park is more than a park. It's a big part of the city's heart.
New York City is special because people from all over the world live there. It's like the whole world in one place.
That's true. Over 200 languages are spoken in the city. You can hear so many voices, all different, on the streets.
And the food. You can eat pizza, bagels, or dishes from places like China, Italy, and Mexico. There's something for everyone.
Yes. Did you know New York pizza is very famous? People say it's the best in the world. I love how you can grab a slice and walk while eating.
It's not just food. New York has art and music too. Broadway shows are so popular. People come from far away to see plays and musicals.
And don't forget street performers. Singers, dancers, and artists are everywhere. They make the city feel alive and full of energy.
You can also see murals and statues on the streets. It's like a big open museum. Art is everywhere in New York.
That's why New York is so exciting. It's not just a city, it's a place where cultures, ideas, and people come together. Everyone can find something they love.
New York City is so big. Do you know the best way to travel there?
The subway is the most popular way. It's fast, cheap, and takes you almost anywhere.
That's right. The subway has many lines and stations. Trains come every few minutes during the day, but it can be very busy.
Yes, especially in the morning and evening. That's when many people are going to work or home. It's called rush hour.
Another way to travel is by yellow taxi. They are famous in New York. You just wave, and the taxi stops to pick you up.
Walking is also great. New York streets are full of people, shops, and sights. Walking is a fun way to enjoy the city.
Did you know there are special bike lanes too? Many people rent bikes and ride around the city or in Central Park.
Oh, and don't forget the buses. They are slower than subways, but they let you see the streets and landmarks as you travel.
For visitors, getting around might seem hard at first, but maps and apps help a lot, and New Yorkers are always happy to give directions.
That's true. With so many ways to travel, exploring New York is easy. It's all part of the fun of being in the city.
New York City really is amazing. From the tall skyscrapers to the green parks, it has so much to see and do.
And the people, food, and landmarks make it so special. No wonder it's one of the most loved cities in the world.
We hope you enjoyed learning about the Big Apple. Now we want to hear from you.
Tell us, whose story should we share next? Leave a comment, like this video, and don't forget to subscribe for more fun stories.
Thanks for listening. See you next time.